The concept of the zombie in Haitian Vodou originates from a blend of African spiritual beliefs, specifically from the Vodou religion of West Africa, and the influences of Roman Catholicism introduced during the era of French colonialism. Enslaved Africans brought to Haiti as part of the transatlantic slave trade preserved their ancestral religions by merging them with the imposed Catholic practices. This syncretism gave birth to Haitian Vodou, a religion where the dead can be brought back to a semblance of life by a Bokor or sorcerer, resulting in what is known as a zombie. These zombies are believed to be devoid of consciousness, serving at the will of the Bokor, which metaphorically reflects the dehumanization experienced under slavery. Central to the creation of zombies in Haitian Vodou is the use of a potent neurotoxin derived from the pufferfish, known scientifically as tetrodotoxin. Bokors are said to administer this toxin to simulate death in their victims, who are then buried and later revived in a state where they appear alive but are actually devoid of their own will and consciousness. This process underscores the profound fear and control exerted over individuals within the Vodou belief system, mirroring the historical context of enslavement where autonomy was stripped away. The rituals surrounding zombification involve complex ceremonies that are deeply embedded in the religion's practices, combining spiritual beliefs with a profound understanding of natural substances. The evolution of the Voodoo Zombie into popular culture, particularly in Western cinema and entertainment, diverges significantly from its origins in Haitian Vodou. While Hollywood often portrays zombies as mindless flesh-eating creatures, the traditional Voodoo zombie is a product of specific religious and cultural practices with a rich background in the history of colonialism and slavery. One of the most pivotal studies of the Voodoo zombie is by anthropologist Wade Davis, documented in his 1985 book, The Serpent and the Rainbow. Davis explored the pharmacological roots of zombification in Haiti, highlighting the use of a potent neurotoxin, tetrodotoxin, derived from the pufferfish. This substance, along with other ingredients, was said to induce a death-like state in victims, who were later revived and believed to be under the control of the Bokor. Davis's work provided a scientific basis for understanding how zombification could be achieved. Notable cases of zombification. Clairvius Narcisse's case stands as the most riveting and well-documented instance of zombification within the realms of Haitian Vodou, challenging both skepticism and imagination. In April 1962, Narcisse checked into the Albert Schweitzer Hospital in Deschapelles, Haiti, exhibiting symptoms that rapidly deteriorated until his declared death on May 2, 1962. His death was confirmed by 2 American doctors, and he was subsequently buried in the presence of his family. Astonishingly, Narcisse reappeared in his hometown of Leicester in 1980, 18 years after his burial, claiming he had been resurrected to serve as a slave on a distant sugar plantation under the control of a Bokor, who had administered a concoction that simulated his death and subsequent enslavement. He described his experience of being buried alive, with the terrifying awareness of his surroundings, only to be exhumed and revived by the Bokor's potion. This potion, speculated to contain the potent neurotoxin tetrodotoxin found in pufferfish, induced a state mimicking death so convincingly that it fooled medical professionals. After years of forced labor, Narcisse was eventually released when the Bokor died, allowing him to eventually make his way back home. His story was meticulously investigated by ethnobotanist Wade Davis, who explored the pharmacological basis of the zombification process in his work, The Serpent and the Rainbow. Despite debates over the scientific accuracy of Davis's findings, the story of Clairvius Narcisse has etched itself into history, serving as a testament to the mysterious practices that linger on the fringes of the known world. Another notable story is that of Felicia Felix Mentor, a story that emerges as one of the earliest and most intriguing accounts of zombification in Haiti. In 1907, Felix's mentor was reportedly deceased and subsequently buried, only to shock her community by wandering back into her village in the 1930s, decades after her supposed demise. Her return was not as one would expect of the resurrected. Instead, she exhibited a perplexed, distant demeanor, hallmark symptoms of what is locally recognized as the state of being zombified. This bewildering reappearance quickly captivated the Haitian populace and drew the keen interest of international scholars, eager to understand the phenomena attributed to Vodou practices. Her condition prompted investigations into the cultural and possibly pharmacological aspects of such transformations, leading to speculations about the use of certain toxins and rituals in the zombification process. Felicia Felix's mentor's return after being presumed dead and buried became a landmark case in the study of Haitian Vodou and zombification, sparking widespread interest and debate among both medical professionals and anthropologists. Her life after the return remained shrouded in mystery, and she eventually passed away in a psychiatric hospital. Traditional Voodoo Zombies. In Haitian Vodou, zombies are believed to be individuals brought back from the dead through magical means by a Bokor, serving as a Vodou priest or sorcerer. These zombies are not autonomous beings, but are under the control of the Bokor who resurrected them. Their abilities are limited and defined primarily by their lack of free will and consciousness. Subservience. The most distinctive feature of a Voodoo zombie is its complete obedience to the Bokor. They are said to perform tasks as commanded, usually manual labor, without any will of their own. Lack of consciousness. Voodoo zombies are depicted as being devoid of consciousness and personal agency. They do not exhibit emotions, desires, or any form of self-awareness. Durability. While not explicitly mentioned in traditional accounts, the implication is that these zombies, being dead, do not suffer from fatigue, hunger, or pain in the same way the living do. The Voodoo zombie entered Western consciousness in the early 20th century, significantly influencing horror cinema and popular culture. The 1932 film White Zombie is considered the first to introduce the concept of the zombie to a global audience, depicting zombies as mindless slaves under the control of a powerful master, drawing directly from Haitian Vodou traditions. However, the depiction of zombies evolved over time, particularly with George A. Romero's 1968 film Night of the Living Dead, which shifted the narrative to one of apocalyptic undead hordes. This reimagining moved away from the Voodoo origins, focusing instead on themes of consumerism, social breakdown, and existential fear. The Serpent and the Rainbow, a 1988 horror film by Wes Craven, ventures into the heart of Haitian Vodou, inspired by the real-life investigations of ethnobotanist Wade Davis. It portrays the eerie practice of zombification through the lens of both anthropology and supernatural horror, focusing on the use of a pufferfish toxin to control individuals as zombies. The film highlights the terrifying Vodou belief of losing one's will to a Bokor's dark arts, a fate more frightening than the undead's hunger in Western zombie lore. Craven's work is a compelling mix of factual basis and horror fiction, presenting a nuanced portrayal of Haitian culture. The phenomenon of zombification, rooted in Haitian Vodou and popularized globally through various media, remains largely unproven by scientific standards. Despite compelling narratives like Clairvius Narcissus, which suggest a blend of cultural practices and potential natural toxins, there's no definitive evidence that conclusively verifies the existence of zombies as depicted in folklore or cinema. The intrigue surrounding zombies speaks more to our fascination with the boundary between life and death than to documented reality. If you enjoyed the video, then like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.